restored through working through things in practice?
No, I wouldn't say I lost any confidence at all. I think the great thing that these games showed is, they exposed some things that we needed to work on, and so far through, through the bye and now rolling into game week here, we've been really working on, some of those smaller details that we need to correct.
After the Army game, you talked about you thought a lot of the turnovers were mental mistakes. Do you think you guys made some progress over the bye week with that?
Yeah, absolutely. We ran some drills, for ball security, and then, having to deal with crowd noise in a away venue now. We've been working on that, trying to keep those, those false starts and, those pre-snap penalties down to a minimum. Try to eliminate them as much as we can.
You got to play at Wisconsin a couple of years ago. What's that venue like for you? Obviously, you've got the hometown thing there, but what's the challenge of playing in Cap Randall?
Yeah, they got a very energetic fan base there. I've seen it for my whole life. It's a little different when you're on the field. There's definitely going to be a lot of red out there in the stands, and it's going to be everyone's very passionate about their team in Madison. So, I always found those games fun. When you get to go to the venues that are just so passionate for their own teams, and even if it's loud against you, it's just the energy everybody can kind of feed off of it. But it does provide some challenges for our offense, especially with the offensive line. With the stadium noise, having to make calls and and having that extra level of communication. So I think that's where having an older group of guys on the O-line really helps.
Do you have any friends who go to Wisconsin or who play for Wisconsin?
Yeah, about a third of my graduating class all went there, so I know a lot of people out there.
As well as Ryan has played for a redshirt freshman, how big will it be to get John back next year?
Ryan did a heck of a job those first two games. John and I played with each other now going on year 2, and he and I just know everything that the other is going to do. There's that telepathic sense of it just from being next to the guy for so long. He's got that experience level for a Big Ten road game that we're about to go into. So it'll be nice getting John back. I'm excited for that. I'm sure Ryan's going to continue to do things. He's obviously proven himself as a sure-handed starter on this team, and he's done a phenomenal job. So I expect nothing less from him either.
Looking back at the Army game, were you guys able to dissect the offense's issues? Is it as simple as fumbles, or were there other things going on there that you guys looked at?
No, there were some other things going on. It's different running this offense in practice. When you can script some looks and having to react to things live in game. And I think we're seeing that now. And the good thing is, when we need to make the adjustments, in the middle of the play, or make a call, or change a read or something like that, we're seeing how we need to be able to do that. And I think we learned a lot from that Army game, and having that bye week was huge right after that, being able to address those issues right away, without having a pressure of a game coming in 5 days. So I think we made a lot of progress over that in the last week.
So I assume you guys still believe in the explosiveness of this offense?
Absolutely, absolutely. And if you if you watch the tape like we did, the explosive plays were all there. It was just, there was always just one thing wrong. Like one thing that was holding everything back. So, like I said, the good thing was we were able to correct those issues, and the explosiveness absolutely is still there.
How much a Wisconsin Badger fan were you growing up, and how much you were a factor in your recruitment?
Every kid growing up in Wisconsin is a Badger fan. There's no other football school there. You grow up loving the Badgers and the Packers, so you don't have much of an option. Throughout the recruiting process, they were there from the beginning all the way to the end. I love the city of Madison. It's a great place. Got a lot of friends that go there. Traditionally, a lot of kids from my high school go there. Like I said before, though, Michigan's my home. This place was special to me, and I definitely belong here. But I have countless friends that have gone to Madison and absolutely loved it. So it's a good place, and I'm excited to go back there.
How much do you hear from them, text or call or FaceTime?
We've gotten a few so far. They usually ramp up around Thursday or Friday. And then, post-game ones are the best. You hear a lot from them, and if you lose, and then they're usually pretty quiet when you win.
So the last time, you guys went to Madison 2 years ago, what was that experience like after having grown up, around that stadium?
Yeah, it was strange because that's the first time I ever played in it when it was full. I played some state championship games there, but in high school there was, I don't know, maybe 10,000 people in that stadium, so it wasn't even close to full. And just being able to run out of run out there after probably watching 20, 25 games there, and playing Camp Randall, it was pretty fun.
Had you ever watched a Michigan versus Wisconsin game there?
I don't think so. I can't remember the last time Michigan went there before. I don't think I ever did. I just can't recall off the top of my head. I had a lot of friends with older siblings that went there, so we'd tag along and go to those games, or some families had season tickets that you could tag along, but I don't remember exactly if I ever went to a Michigan-Wisconsin game.
Are there any places in Madison that you're like, okay, I'm going to go there when I come back?
I don't know if we really have the chance to. Usually whenever I go there, I don't know the city as well as my friends that obviously go there and live there. So whenever I go see them, I just let them take me around and show me what they like to do. But no, I'm going to be playing it pretty close. Probably stay at the hotel the whole time and not go anywhere.
You guys beat them up pretty badly last year. Have you heard how desperately they want to get back at you guys?
No, I haven't heard anything directly, but you understand. Anyone in this level of competition understands that when something like that happens the year before, you always want to get your take your shot back at them. So we're ready. We know we know it's coming, and we'll be ready for it Saturday.
Watching their defense on film, how's it compared to last year's defense, and what's different with last year's defense?
Yeah, schematically, it's very comparable. They a couple guys up front are a little different. Linebackers are, a little different, but the scheme that they run is very comparable to what, like I said, what they did last year, and I feel like we match up pretty well with their defensive line and linebackers. I like the game plan that we're putting in, the run game. I think it could cause them some issues. I think it plays to our strengths, and I'm very excited to see how it goes Saturday.
What's the challenge of still trying to get things together on offense and going up against a team that currently has the #1 defense in the country?
Yeah, it's tough, and it's tough going against our defense every day in practice too. This offense is complicated, and there's a lot of moving parts to it. I've seen it on both sides when we're struggling in practice. It seems like nothing is right, and I've seen it when this thing's clicking and there's just no way to stop it. I think we just need to hit that full stride in the game still. But going against the #1 defense so far in the country with the Badgers, I'm looking forward to running this against them.
What would you say about Shea and his resilience after watching him the last week working on things?
Yeah, Shea's one of the most resilient and tough people I've ever been around, both mentally and physically. I've seen him banged up physically before and fighting 3 games and never batting an eye. I've seen him, just play not the way that Shea would want himself to play, and just fight through. I think the ultimate compliment to that was, that last year's Northwestern game when Shea just put the team on his back and led us to that comeback win. And I think anything through these struggles, even if you want to call them, throughout the beginning part of the year, Shea has never missed a beat with leading this team and being that that field general out there.
Has there been anything this fall that's happened that has reinforced that you made the right decision to come back? And I guess conversely, has there been like something expensive that you're like, if I was there, I probably could have bought that?
You look at the bank account and sometimes as a college kid, but no, I absolutely feel good in my decision every single day. by the time I'm done here in December, I'll have graduated. I've played 4 years with the best friends I could have at Michigan. I was able to take 3 trips overseas to see 2 different continents all over the world. The things I've been able to do here have just been unimaginable when I was 17 making this decision. And, then last year decided to come back for 1 more year. I absolutely love this. I love this place. I love this team. I love everything that college football has to offer. And I'm just enjoying every single second of it.
How excited were you for the Stardust and Spate getting their scholarships like you did?
That was big. You spend so much time with those guys day in and day out, and seeing, especially those 2 guys, how much work that they put in, and all the extra little things that they do that most people don't see, especially the people on the outside don't see. I would say that those are 2 of the hardest working guys on the team, at least in the top 5 with both of them. I don't think there's ever been a play where Andrew Stardust has not been sprinting after the ball in practice or straining to the very last second to make a block. Jess is the same way. I mean, Jess has been one of the most versatile players I've seen in my time here in college. He can play all over, and just seeing those guys, get the scholarship, it was a big day.
Defensive back, Andrew